Good morning, Ultimate fans, and welcome to the upper left. I am Digno Zag, Anthony Ziegler, coming at you from Seattle, Washington.
My name is Charlie Mercer, and I am number 50 on Seattle Tempest.
Yeah, Charlie's stepping in for us like a substitute teacher. Speaking of teachers, what is today?
Today is our Educator Appreciation Day, and it's so appropriate that I'm up here because I am an educator at Seattle Public Schools, and we are here at Memorial Stadium, which is owned by Seattle Public Schools. We are on Seattle Public Schools property in this amazing, gorgeous stadium. You see on the screen some elementary school kids who are here and hyped to be able to see their role models playing on the field. We are inspiring the next generation of Ultimate players here at the Western Ultimate League.
Ooh, this is why we play, folks.
On screen right now, you got Lexi Garrity, also an educator at teaching social studies to 4th and 5th graders. Lexi Garrity has been an educator who is really committed to teaching social justice within her classroom curriculum to make sure that the next generation of humans really know the true stories of what our country has done.
Very important stuff. My hat goes off to all of you teachers.
Yeah, we're really proud to support educators here at Seattle Tempest.
Oh, yeah, we're here for an ultimate game. Um, we got the visiting Los Angeles Astra coming up here from SoCal, all the way up here to the Pacific Northwest. They're doing a little two-step like Ciara. And yeah, this is their second game in the second day. They played a hard-fought double overtime thriller yesterday in Portland. Did you get a chance to watch any of that game, Charlie?
Yeah, the game was intense. It was gripping. The teams were trading, and it was so close. Every point was an absolute battle, and there were incredible plays. And they got to play at the Timber Stadium. Like that's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as cool as our stadium with the Space Needle in the background.
Yeah.
Ayo.
The needle does swing to Seattle, but anywho, I might be a homer, but yeah. So a tough loss for the Astra, but they were looking very primed to come away with a win, and now they come up to Seattle, who are kind of in a groove right now, 2-0, first two games, first two dubs. Um, yeah, this should be exciting.
Yeah, being a part of Seattle Tempest has been such an absolute pleasure and joy. It's one of the first times that Tempest has really been able to get a team that is a true cross section of the Seattle Ultimate community. We
Mm,
have players that have never played club before. We have players that are world champions. We have players from the women's division. We have players from the mixed division. We have players that have just moved into town from other places. And it's so amazing to have this true collection of such exceptional talent. And in talking to the LA coaches before the game, they were saying similar things, that this is, for the Astra, this is really the first time that LA has come together and been able to field a team that is a true cross section of all of the talent in LA, instead of having the talent be fractured between San Diego or San Francisco. That
mm.
they really have the LA talent right here, and that's such a great joy for them to really all be together.
You could almost say it's astronomical. Uh, man,
When
yeah.
I was listening to the Tempest games earlier, I was cracking up listening to all of your puns. And at least I was doing it at home, and now everyone's going to hear me laugh at your puns on air.
Yes, added effect. That's what I go for. Uh,
We're going to have fun here today.
yeah, beautiful day here. The sun is trying to peek through, just a slight overcast. And yeah, we're on the line, and we're about to pull off. That's Ricarte on the pole. Oh, it's a beauty. Good loft on it. And we're underway, folks. Weaver up to Ellie Melik. Woolridge up to Lee.
Tempest is playing a person D here.
Call on the field, pick possibly.
It looks like an injury substitution for Alyssa Kelly, number 36.
Yikes.
It looked like she got tripped up earlier and fell on the field. I know that Alyssa's had a history of concussions. I suspect that it's probably precautionary and wants to make sure that she is okay before she continues playing.
Yeah. It's all about health. Health is wealth. Ooh.
Lead impact there from Kat Songer, number 48.
The Astra swinging it around, real patient.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job using the lateral part of the field, switching the point of attack to make it hard for the Tempest defenders.
Woolridge gets it to the middle. Shot goes up, Weaver. Ooh! Double tap, two hands. Oh my gosh. Nice layout to get us started. That's a hold for the Astra. Whew. Yeah, go ahead.
That was really nice patient offense from Astra. Waiting to find the open player.
Ooh. That's why you stay with it, kids. Two hands for safety. Come on.
Beautiful layout for him. Chest first, getting that swan dive.
Kaylin Weaver. Yeah, the wind is very minimal right now. It's subject to change. We're so close to the ocean, we get that strong ocean breeze.
Well, and stadiums do interesting things to wind movements as well.
Rodenberg, back to Stephanie Lynn. Garrity. Erickson to toe. The lefty gets it off the line. Fire call from LA.
Tempest is in their end zone offense. Nice inside.
Another one. Laura Toe, you already know, goes low. Oh my gosh, that's a point for the Tempest. Sheesh. That was very clean right there.
It looks like we'll be in for some really clean, high-quality ultimates today, and that's really exciting.
Yeah. Come on, son. I see you want to come out. All right, here we go on the replay. Can I get a combo number 3 with a biscuit? Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I think that Tempest did a really good job using using their inside shots to be able to move it to the break side of the field to then be able to hit the open arounds for that score.
Look at that quality with the gimbal. Come on, shout out the camera crew. All right.
Julia Snyder with the pull.
Yep.
Tempest really trying to protect the middle of the field here. Ooh, Hannah Kawhi. Almost got a hand on it.
Ooh, shot goes up.
Oh. Great positioning by Abby Brownvich. Gets the D.
And a Kawhi. Shoots it. Stern with a Stern catch. Gellert. Back to Kawhi.
Tempest really looking to take advantage here of a lot of the defenders being on the other side of the field.
Oh, Tempest with the tempo. That's Kawhi to Gellert in the end zone. I believe that's a break.
First break of the game. Here it goes, Tempest.
So break it down for us. What happened there?
Astra's looking to play their long game, except I think Astra is not really prepared for the really heads-up defense of the Tempest, who in playing an aggressive long game ourselves had a lot of practice. Ooh, we got Frances Gellert on camera celebrating her score.
Look at that quality. That's what I'm talking about.
As a team, Tempest has really been focused on trying to stretch our long game and be aggressive with our cuts and with our throws, and I think that's what you saw Tempest do once they had the ball.
Nice.
Jennifer on the pull. Something Jennifer really does on her pulls is get a lot of height and hang time to allow the defense to be able to be close by the time the play starts.
Weaver with the disc. Over to Sang. O'Connor now. Oh, Lee shoots it. Oh! Baroma with a good bid. But in the end zone. That's Pritchard. Stephanie. It's a good hold right there by the Astra.
It's really fun to see Stephanie Pritchard playing for the Astra. Stephanie played for the men's team, the Los Angeles Aviators, for a little bit, and her experience wasn't great, and it sounds like she's having a phenomenal time being able to play, in this women's and non-binary space, in a space that's like really inclusive and accepting, and it's allowing players like Stephanie to really thrive and, and make great plays like that.
Indeed. Oh, look at that shot with the bloom in the back. Come on. That was Drea Baroma on the bid. Getting horizontal. But we're back at it.
The handling core of Chyna and Steph Lim is really fun to watch together for Tempest.
Powerhouse combo right there. Oh. A little mishap in the backfield.
Yes. Looks like just a quick execution error. The throw didn't go where it was intended.
Kilbrew. As in the front.
Ooh! What a play!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it looks like there's a call in the field.
Outstretched.
Unclear. It's a gorgeous.
That stall count was getting mighty high. Hey, give me that. Oh my gosh. Audrey Brown.
It looks like there was a timeout from the coach.
Oh.
So I believe that is not a goal. We are in a timeout. In the Western Ultimate League, when a timeout happens, as opposed to playing under the USA Ultimate rules, you can sub your entire line. And so we're likely to see a fresh set of players come out on the field for both sides.
The timeout situation is an interesting one because right there, the coach saw the count was getting very high. There wasn't much going on, but then like a miraculous play by Brown right there, it gets canceled. It's kind of like a weird little nuance that everybody is trying to get used to, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a strong move by the coach in that situation. That could well have been a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now we get a stall count resets with a timeout, and so we're coming in on 0. So we have the full 7 seconds to play with outside of the end zone. I mean, that's a good place to be for the Astra.
For sure.
This is in play, fighting for that up line.
In but not in. Brewist dumps it back. Pritchard in the end zone.
Second score for Pritchard. And
Just in the end zone, kicking it. Go ahead.
then that's a break. So just like that, we are.
Score is now 3-2 Astra.
So we are back on serve, one break each way.
Oh, Stern. One fingertip length away from a defense.
Nice little kick spike there. Pritchard's now scored 2 of their 3 goals.
Back to back. Look at the joy. You let us see it. You let us see the joy out here. The Astra have gotten mighty lucky with the weather up here in the Northwest. Yesterday, no mishaps. Today, no rain, just overcast. This is my favorite kind of weather. Not gonna lie to you.
Wouldn't be Seattle if it weren't overcast.
Uh-huh. Page over to Songer. Tempest O-line looking to hold right here. Ooh. Lynn to Ricarte.
Wow!
No need.
What
Easy.
a shot by Lynn! Ooh. And a dig by Ricarte. Ooh! Into the end zone for Cheryl.
Kelly back in there. You love to see that. With the hockey assist.
Tempest firing back, showing them what they're made of.
Whew. I thought we were going to see a layout. She's too fast.
Those long legs, able to cover a ton of ground.
Yeah, good to see Kelly back out there. You know what to sue.
Cheryl Sue with that goal.
Yeah.
In case you weren't following the pun.
I'm glad I have someone who will explain my thing. Sometimes it goes over people's heads.
I'm with you. I got it. Jamie Erickson with the pull. Ooh, Tempest coming out with a zone. 3-person cup here.
That was a top shelf grab right there by Sang. You know when you can't reach something in the supermarket? Just like that. Big swing to O'Connor.
Oh. O'Connor with the bid. O'Connor is a fun player to watch.
Rodenberg puts on the Jets. And the Tempest get that break right back.
That was a great break by Slim for a sprinting Rodenberg. It was beautiful.
Rodenberg dashing to the end zone. There's a slim chance that the defense.
Stephanie Lim goes by Slim. I'll keep explaining the puns.
Yeah.
Y'all are in for a treat today.
Teacher appreciation. Oh.
If I sound like I'm talking to a bunch of 8-year-olds, it's because that's what I do every day.
Oh. We're having fun.
We out here having fun.
I'm glad to see Hannah Kawhi out there. Wasn't able to play the last home game. So it was great to see Hannah out there.
Hannah's been such a remarkable contribution to the Seattle community. Such an amazingly skilled player.
Yeah.
was a cutter for a long time and has recently been flexing into that handler space, and it's just so composed, so chill, makes such a contribution.
For sure. Speaking of a Kawhi, that's another one. Amy with the run through.
Amy and Hannah are sisters. They don't often get the chance to play together, but they certainly love it when they do. We got another Kawhi connection there.
Stern around to Gellert. Dump to Abramovich. Through the contact.
Ooh. Stern with the toe grab. Question about whether it's in or out.
Ooh.
Called out. Looks like her knees may have been down.
And a Kawhi on the Abramovich! Ah! Come on.
What a D!
Get it right back.
Abramovich is everywhere!
With no mark. Lee scrambles over.
Tempest patiently moving it to the middle of the field to find a better attack point for this end zone set.
Come on. Gellert to a Kawhi in the end zone.
Wow! That was play after play right there. That level of play, that's why Tempest is 2-0 right now.
Look at the bun, immaculate. Up top.
That high release around. Ooh. Some good defense there by Abby. Ooh.
That's another break for the Tempest. Back to back. 2 for 1, like a coupon. Astra looking to right some wrongs right here. The O-line hoping for a hold. Halverson with the disc. Goes up line. Clears. Ellie Melik. Good swing around. Cassie Wong with a big time block.
Seems like she was getting jealous that all these other people were getting layout blocks. She had to go get one.
For the bookend. It's a library out here. Come on. Let's go.
Wow.
You remember the book fair? That was my favorite day as a kid, man.
It is a good day when kids just get to pick all those books. Oh. Graphic novels are all the rage these days. Cassie Wong recently moved to Seattle, known for playing on Brute Squad. Super excited to have her as a teammate instead of a competitor.
That layout was brutal. Man, welcome to the Northwest. Okay. Kind of like the light rail. The Tempests are on a break train right now. Astra looking to get off at the right stop. Get back on the back in the end zone.
Tempest is throwing a zone here, trying to get a different lump.
O'Connor with a laser. Ooh, Ellie Melik didn't have enough real estate there.
In the game of field position, you know, Tempest still has a full 80 yards to go. You can see that Astra's trying to take out the middle of the field to make it harder for the, disc went out of bounds earlier.
Garrity keeps it in bounds. Ooh, Rodenberg streaking. Doesn't get it. Erickson on the under. Rodenberg. Laura Toe. Gets it back. Oh, thinks about it.
Ooh.
Chyna tick him in the end zone. Jeez!
The Astra player, Dina there, you could see that she was thinking about making a play on that disc, and I really appreciate that they pulled up and
Yeah.
chose not to make a play, because they would have had to go through Gina Titcomb in order to be able to make a play, and I think that that's something that I really respect. You know, choosing safety of the humans that are playing as opposed to being able to make that, you know, make the play to get the D for your team.
100% agree. You kind of tell, yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, clearly made a choice.
That's one of point of emphasis from the last couple of weeks, just dangerous plays. You don't want to see it. Shout out. I'm really excited to see Laura Toe out here. Go Quakes. But here we go. We're
Laura
back at
Toe
it.
played on end.
Yeah, it's Empower and Decolonize club team here in Seattle, out of the South End.
Tempest back with their zone look.
On the sideline.
Astra playing small ball.
Brown good. Ellie Melick rips one. Oh, the legs. Oh. Unfortunate.
Great bid by Roy. Really nice touch throw by Ali Malak. Saw
Right.
that player put it out to space.
Right in the breadbasket. Astra throw their own zone in transition. Kawhi with the disc.
Kind of like a saggy handler set as opposed to a true zone. Trying to clog up the lanes.
For sure. Ooh. Jinkies.
A little dive there by Sarah Bendit.
That looked like a goaltee throw from Hannah.
Speaking of goaltee throws.
Hammer. Stern. Bendit it.
Oh!
Come on.
Sarah Bendit, 2 layouts, 1 point.
Come on.
Stern to Bendit for the goal there.
I'm always waiting for the replay. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, first to get the hammer.
With the touch.
Oh, and Stern even has time to point. You can see Bennett really tracking the throw. Wow. This is Sarah Bennett's first time playing women's, and she has shared about how much fun it is to be able to be in this space. She's been a longtime player on BFG national champions, and playing in the mixed division. It has its own enjoyable aspects, but there's something that's really distinct about how much more space you get to take up when you are playing in a women's game. And and it really showcases players like Sarah Bennett who've just been excelling out here.
For sure. You love to see people taking on different aspects of the game and excelling. Back online. Weaver now.
Ooh, great grab.
Great contest right there by Wong.
See a lot of one-handed grabs out here. And a lot of these players are being forced to do that.
Big shot by Wooldridge. Up to O'Connor. Take a picture. That was nice. With the lefty? Okay.
That's the end of the first. What a way to end it.
Yeah.
And that timing was perfect. You had no time left on the clock for another possession. Which is
unloads a big forehand.
Woolridge with that throw.
O'Connor was making a lot of plays yesterday as well, so nothing new there. But yeah, first quarter. What's your assessment? Teach.
My assessment is that Tempest is firing on all cylinders. They're coming out hot. They're coming out hard, and I think that it's a matter of execution. I think that Tempest is forcing turns, and I think that their Tempest accuracy and execution is just enough higher to be able to take advantage of any possession that they either generate or are given.
How much do you give like credit to like having a game yesterday? And I don't know. I feel like I don't play these games. I don't know how tiring it is. So it's like,
Oh, it's exhausting.
yeah. So how do you feel about like the teams choosing to have like multiple games in a weekend?
In some respects, that's a financial decision.
Yeah.
You know, Western Ultimate League is still an emerging league.
Hmm.
And for these SoCal teams playing games, to have your 6-game season playing a game with Oregon and Seattle in the same weekend makes financial sense.
Yeah.
So,
Portland's just a hop and a skip away.
we see the Cascades mascot Casey signing frisbees on the screen here.
Ooh, Kid Casey.
Kid Casey. Yeah, I mean, I think that Astra played, not only did they play a full game, but they played a 4-minute overtime, and then they went into double overtime. You know, one of the coaches said that she didn't get to bed until 2 a.m. last night. And so to be here at 10 a.m. and, you know, like that's got to be rough, right? Because they had to, after the game was done, they had to drive up to Seattle to be able to spend the night. Like,
For people who don't know, the area is like 3 hours with like minimal traffic. So like that, like you just had a flight and then you had to fly. I don't know. It just seems like a lot. So like, kudos to them out here giving their all.
yeah, I think that's definitely, I mean, we'll see over the course of this game how this goes.
Ooh, good pull right there by Guzman.
Astra showing a junk trying to take up the middle of the field, which makes sense against the Tempest spread offense.
Lorito on the sideline. Back to Slim. Big around to Rodenberg. Ooh, check your feet. Skirt. Slim, back to Rodenberg. Toes it in.
Rodenberg has just been dominant with her speed, ability to bust up line, and her nose for the end zone, scoring goal after goal.
If Rodenberg's on your fantasy, you're loving it.
Strong choice.
The presence of mind to get your feet in right there, drag it out.
From playing a bunch of mini. What do we do during the off season? We play mini. We get those reps keeping our feet in, know where that line is.
Seattle Classic.
You only need 6 people to play mini. You could always find 6 people in Seattle who want to play.
I've seen people play 2s, and I'm like, I could never.
It's a good workout.
Abramovich serves it up. Weaver picks it up over to Pritchard. Seattle look like they're in person.
Astra's repeatedly been running the side stack into horizontal offense.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Ellie Mellick comes down with it.
Between two defenders.
It's a Tempest sandwich. There we go.
Elimelech is one of the up-and-coming stars the for the Western Ultimate League. She's really made a name for herself and is, for making plays like this, being able to, with grace, ease, find the exact positioning that she needs to be able to get that disc out of the air, regardless of how many defenders are around her.
Yeah, plays like that are routine for Dina.
And she's back out on the field again to play another point. You can see that Astra is really trying to take this point, trying to take this momentum, and to try and close that gap between the Tempest.
Ooh, this is exciting. I'm tired and I ain't even doing nothing.
We're only a quarter of the way through the game.
I know. I gotta warm up.
Yeah, if only that sun would come out.
Here we go. Oh, is that gonna stay in bounds? Negative. It hit the Gatorade though. That's good. Good work.
When a pull goes out of bounds, players have the ability to take the disc in the middle of the field at the yardage where it went out.
Oh, miscommunication, but Songer is there. Swing around to Ricarte.
Sue waving her hands to show how open she is.
Sue with a trust throw to Kelly. Oh, whoa, whoa. Heads up play. Yes, indeed. Cassie Wong is the beneficiary of that trust throw by two. That's a goal.
You could tell that throw didn't exactly come off the way that Sue had intended it. Let's take a look at this replay. A little bit more inside out than had intended. Kelly does a good job finding it. Quick delivery to Cassie Wong. All's well that ends well.
I guess her head's in the game.
Y'all, I'm sorry.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah. Cheating the Titcom on the pull. Oh, big one.
Kidcombe has really spent a lot of time working on her pull, and it really shows. Her consistency, her height, it's really impressive.
Hard work pays off. Prisher gets it off the sideline.
Ooh! Lexi Garrity with the point block! Lexi Garrity wasn't originally going to be playing this game, but due to a last-minute illness on behalf of Tempest, is playing and showing that she deserves her spot on this field. Ooh, with the scooper!
Uh-huh.
That's one of those mini throws.
To Rodenberg. Tempest are having fun. The sun is right above us, so it's kind of like a spotlight right now. So Mother Nature must know that there's a show going on.
Who needs to step out when you can throw a scooper?
Give me that. The elation. Lexi Garrity.
She's proud of herself right now, but always staying focused, ready for the next time on the field.
Yeah. Last second call up. Stay ready. You don't gotta get ready. Come on.
Seattle 10, LA 5. Oops, Seattle 11. More than double.
Here we go. Weaver gets the center. Side stack look.
Felicia Yang with the disc. Felicia is the Western Ultimate League commissioner and has done an incredible amount of work to provide this opportunity to all the players that you see on this field. Unfortunate drop. Beautiful backhand around by Hannah Kawai.
Snyder up to Abramovich. Turn the page.
Wow.
Gellert in the end zone.
Ooh.
Come on.
That was juicy.
Woo.
Frances Gellert has had a nose in the end zone this game too. That's 3 for her?
I believe so, yeah. No hesitation. Turn the page. Table of contents. Come on.
Putting it out to space. All smiles from Frances.
If you were the coach of LA right now, what would you be telling your team? With like a little more than 8 minutes left before halftime?
So when I'm looking at the LA sideline right now, I see a lot of heads down, and I see a lot of really close body language. And I think that right now, what they need to do is they need to shift that energy internally, right? Like you can see that they're discouraged and probably physically exhausted. And so, how do you get this team hyped? And I think that Astra has a ton of individual skill. And at this point, they're making tired mistakes.
For sure.
And so I would call a timeout, and I would shift the energy of this team, and I would name what was happening.
Oh, Ricarte goes up a little too early.
She tried to body out there.
Good positioning. Whoa.
Double D by Lynn and Sue.
Yeah, it takes a lot of mental toughness to push through fatigue and perform at the highest level. These are pros out here.
Looks like there was a foul on the throw.
Yep.
Back to the thrower.
But there's a lot of game left. The Astra has some shooting stars. They could come back.
They're definitely shooting. They're looking for those deep shots. Ooh, Sue with a clean takeaway.
Wong. Loads one up.
Ooh.
Table for one. That's Baroma in the end zone. Ah, psych. Come on. Go Quakes.
Baroma's never played club before. Played at Franklin High School and is such an incredible athlete. It is so dominant on this field. And I think that is a really amazing example of the skill that having a semi-professional Ultimate League, is words hard. Baroma is such a great example for what this league is making possible. Creating opportunities for people to be able to play and show off their incredible skill on a big stage. Because this stage isn't big enough for Baroma. She's going places.
Yeah.
Jamie Erickson with the pull. Keeps it in bounds, but just barely.
Lee on the disc, with the disc. Gets it right back.
Ooh.
That's exactly what they wanted. Wah, 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 wah.
I think the discussion down there is whether or not contact was made after Seth Lim had released the disc, or if it was still in her hands when the contact was made.
Chicken strip. Shout out to all the fans who come out in real life. They keep trickling in, and you love to see it. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We got a call on the field.
Blow the whistle. Doo, doo, doo.
We are resetting the play. Looks like play is resetting from where we were. It would be great as announcers if there was more communication to us. We could have some mic'd up players. How fun would it be to have Steph Lynn mic'd up, run around the field?
Soon come, soon come. Yeah. We'll get there.
Mic'd up observers. So it looks like we are resetting the play. We got that 4-count pre-stall where the players are allowed to move, but the thrower is not allowed to move. Disc is called down. It also looks like Lee is taking an injury sub. She's a critical part of this offense. Hope she's able to come back.
Brittany Grimshaw on the sub in.
We'll come back in with that pre-stall again. 4 counts where the thrower cannot make any throwing motion.
Pritchard with nobody on him. Ooh, take him with a good mark.
Ooh!
No call.
Yep. You can see that we're getting late in the second half. We're having more mistakes. Game started out really clean. There are a lot more execution errors.
Garrity. Wish that throw had more clarity.
How do you come up with these?
I want to give a shout out to Red Eagle Soaring.
Ooh.
Native youth program here in Seattle. I played a lot of improv growing up. Ellie Melick right in front of the end zone.
Beautiful movement by Astra right now. Able to use the field, keeping possession. This is the Astra that needs to show up to be able to close its gap right now. Ooh.
O'Connor to Ellie Melick. There we go.
2 of the stars of this team really putting the team on their shoulders to carry that. Nice work. And it's a long point. Teams are going to have to put in fresh players. Great bid by Dina. O'Connor is a lefty and so is able to throw that forehand around.
Kind of like a security blanket receiver.
I mean, when you got Dina as your receiver, that is your security blanket.
Ooh. Yeah, this is my favorite weather.
What makes it so great?
Well, I naturally have a lot of body heat. So like when it's too hot, I don't like it. And then when it's cold there, like it's chill for me. Oh, Abramovich. Womp womp.
There goes over her head. Gives Astra a chance.
What's your ideal weather?
As hot as can possibly be. I lived in Southeast Asia for a little while. That's my jam.
Was it real humid? Like humid hot or like?
Yeah, I lived in Chiang Mai in Thailand, and I lived in Boracay in the Philippines. All wonderful.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow, into space. Nice work, Astra. They are able to get a break. This could be the start of that momentum shift. You can see players are lifting their heads from the sideline.
Hani Pahela in the end zone. Puts the moves on.
Showing the full depth of their roster that they can all make plays.
The shoulders. Yes.
Stern putting pressure on that catch. Backup receivers ready to help out.
Saying, ayo, gotta let go.
I know y'all can't see us up in the stands, but Zig's wearing a t-shirt and I have on 3 jackets. I think that says all you need to know about the weather.
Yeah.
Astra's got just over 3 minutes to try and put a dent in the score to close this gap before the halftime.
Lynn with the diss. Over to Ricarte.
Astra running a junk.
Good fake right
Not
there.
a shoe zone. Ooh, wow.
Too hot to handle.
Great shot by Lynn.
The vision.
Throw had to have a lot of zip on it to get to the receiver before any of the defenders could get to her.
Yeah, through all that traffic too. But I digress. Got to get it back on defense. Readjustment, nice. Straight into the shot.
Jennifer Norris goes by Jano with that throw. Looks like there's the foul call. There were 2 Tempest defenders there. It looks like she's saying that her hands were hit as she was going to try and catch the disc.
Hands do play a big part in catching. I just speak facts, Charlie.
They're staying with the receiver. Looks like, so, which means an uncontested foul.
Yep. Free stall.
Free stall. Players allowed to move.
I love the pre-stall.
I do too. Right outside the end zone.
Ooh. Kaylin O'Bara in the end zone. For the Astra.
Astra's fighting.
That is a break. There we go.
Now, if you take a look at the Tempest sideline, you can see their energy is lowered. This is really a game of energy, right? You have to have the energy from the sideline, energy from the players to be able to execute and play with joy.
Yeah, so much about Ultimate is there's a lot of emotion. One thing that I love about the game is like the sideline. It's like low-key like an 8th player. So it's like whatever the sideline's doing, like the people on the field will feel that.
Makes such a big difference.
Erickson in the middle. Over the toe.
Ooh!
Lets one rip. Chung looking to get position. Ooh.
That was great D by Astra. Really, really defined her space and held the space.
Laura Toe, a known shooter.
Also lefty. Loves to throw that lefty backhand. Oh, Astra.
Oh, too much loft. Safety. Good positioning. Good.
Ooh.
Nice.
Great read by that Astra player.
Ruist. Good swing around. Ooh, Chung almost there. In the end zone. Oh.
Astra's continuing to find success by moving the disc laterally across the field and being able to use the break side. Something that their offense is set up all to do.
Timeout called by the Tempest.
It's a strong move. You get 2 timeouts per half, and with 34 seconds left in the half.
Yeah. There's no rollover. You can't take it with you.
Get a clean line out there for this offensive possession. Make sure you can push it in. And in the Western Ultimate League, when they come out of this halftime, at the end of the quarter, time will expire, and the team with possession of the disc will get to complete that possession, even if time has run out. So this is really a critical opportunity to really be thinking about the time. With 33 seconds, you want to take the full 33 seconds to score so that you're not giving Los Angeles another possession.
Critical. I believe that this time right here is critical, and I think that timeout was a very good coaching move because uh, the Astra have been on a little like they gained some momentum. So like as a coach, you kind of want to stop that and like get your team to focus and punch this in right before half. I think whatever happens going into half is like very important.
Astra have been playing more of a saggy defense, but you can see them putting pressure. Everyone is playing tight here.
Kawhi, fresh off the sideline, gonna run the show. For sure. Down low to bend it. Ooh. With that turnover, the Astra will have it with an opportunity to score.
They don't need to rush this. As a player in the field, sometimes you can feel like as time is expiring, you need to rush.
I like that it's a quick buzzer. Ooh, and that is half. I like the quick buzzer instead of the traditional long buzzer, especially when like with these rule sets, it's just like the point's not over. Like a long buzzer normally means like it's over. So that's just a nice little nuance that our stadium crew has been adapted to.
Shout out stadium crew, appreciate you.
That we do.
Well, we're heading into halftime here. What are your thoughts on this first half of this game?
Man, the first half, Seattle looked like they didn't have a game yesterday, and LA looks like they just came through traffic. So hopefully, the second half they're all warm and ready, and yeah, I don't know. This whole weekend's just been jam-packed with sports and like ultimate in general. It's just been a great weekend for me. What were your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think that as we've been talking about energy, it's really been a game of energy and execution, and you can see that both teams towards the end of this first half have become a lot more sloppy in their execution. They're trying to jam throws into really small windows, and that's creating opportunities for D's to happen.
Yeah, you don't want to jam it. You want jelly. And with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break for halftime. Y'all go get your snacks, use the restroom. We got about 8 minutes until next pool. I'm Zigno Zag.
I'm Charlie Mercer.
And we'll be back. Peace. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Whew, second half action between the Tempest and the Astra. About to come at you. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing great. I want to take this time to recognize that we are on the land of the Duwamish tribe, the past and present, part of the Coast Salish people, and we didn't start this game off with a land acknowledgement. That's something that Tempest does internally before every practice, and we have really been talking about how to have our land acknowledgements not be performative and have them be really action based and like what does it mean to contribute to the Duwamish people. And it's a growth area for the team. But as this game is getting started, want to make sure we put that in there as something that we recognize because it really does matter.
Yeah, they're still here.
Yeah. So back to our commentating.
Oh,
Ooh, that throw looked like it didn't come off the way it was intended.
Songer with the disc. Nobody around. Baroma.
It looks like Astra is playing pretty loose. They were having a lot more success with playing their tight defense earlier. And it may be, I think sometimes there's this mental battle of like, oh, I can take up more space if I'm looser and I can help clog the field. But in reality, you're just leaving your player open.
For sure.
With this level of precision of throws, if you're giving your player a step, they're going to be open. You can't close that.
Songer unloads. Baroma with a good read. Wong doesn't like it. Turicarte.
Ooh,
Ooh, good bid. Nothing
clean
doing
bid.
though. Cassie Wong walks it out.
Again, really appreciating Dina for a clean bid that had no contact. Great defensive effort while still really prioritizing safety.
Yeah. Not all heroes wear capes.
Some of them just throw frisbees.
Hmm. How's it going?
Tempest taking the first point of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, from talking to the Astra coaches, what did you hear as their game plan coming into this half?
Just a lot of better energy, and yeah, they said that the first half just feeling it out. The this game and their last game yesterday is like their first games of the season, so just continuity and togetherness is what they're focused on really. They uh they traveled last night. They didn't travel today, so they slept here. Ooh,
Astra's running a vertical stack here, more, which is
yeah,
distinct from what they were doing in the first half.
good little switch up. Ooh, tight window
Ooh,
right there. Weaver, I'm a
nice,
believer.
nice throw by Woolridge, finding that space. There are a number of players out here that were out for tryouts for the beach national team, including
Mm,
Woolridge and O'Connor and Elimelech. And it's really fun to have competed against them and to get to see them playing on the field here, really, making waves.
waves, beach, nice.
I can do it too.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the Tempest team was really talking during halftime about keeping up that defensive pressure, and that the difference for Tempest between the first quarter and the second quarter was about that defensive pressure. And that's not just pressure downfield on the players, but also pressure on the mark, and having really tight, aggressive marks to be able to create those throwing errors. And so we can expect to see that defensive intensity from Tempest in the second half.
That
Ooh!
was a good foot block right there by Halverson. Puts their foot down.
Hannah Kawhi likes that around. Looks like Halverson was studying there.
Brown.
It's a good sandwich by Stern and Kawhi to put a lot of pressure if that disc had been in bounds.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Kawhi unloads like a moving company. Yup. Amy Kawhi now. 3 yards away from the end zone. Back to Stern. Oh, the Kawhi connection. Sorry.
I appreciate that Hannah Kawhi there is looking to throw that around that she had just gotten kickbucked on.
Yeah. Short-term memory, that one. And
but I think that she was faking it, right, to see if it was going to be bitten there. And there she, this is what it really impresses me about Hannah Kawhi is she changes her release point and she throws that around, but instead of that low around like a kick block, she throws that like lift high release backhand to be able to get it over the mark and right into Julia Snyder's hands. That's the depth. I just want to brag about my teammates here, right? Like, that's the depth of skill that they have to be like, cool, that wasn't working in this situation, but I can still do that throw. I'm just going to make this small adjustment that has me continue to be successful.
Yeah, talk it out. For sure.
Does Tempest only have 6 players on this line right now?
Yeah. Good hustle, Chino. Good hustle. It happens.
Again, Requires with the pull, nice and high. Allows a lot of time for the defense to get settled. Astra coming out in that vertical stack again. Changing up their offensive look.
O'Connor gets the under. Pahela.
A lot of yelling all of a sudden in the stadium.
Oh, turfs it. Paige Lynn.
Did Lynn get a hand on that disc?
Oh, gosh. The mixer. Back to Titcomb. Same old song, getting it right back.
That's Cat Songer, everybody.
Yeah. Goes up line. Oh, same space. Ricarte not in. Baroma, nope.
Tempest is ending every practice right now with end zone reps, and it's really fun to see how all of that time spent in practice is making a difference. Because out here running this end zone set, it looks easy. No one looks stressed or just like playing ball.
Not frantic, just, all right, my turn? All right. Timeout here by Coach Rory Titcomb.
Oh, speaking of coaches, let's talk about these coaching staffs.
Okay.
So on Tempest, we have Pam Krause, Rory Titcomb, and Deb Scheibe. And all of them are world champions. Oof, gosh, they are so good. We have 2 Hall of Fame coaches. Pam Krause and Deb Scheibe are in the Hall of Fame. Rory Titcomb recently coaching the mixed national team in 2020. That didn't happen. And has been a Riot coach. Pam played Riot. Deb played in Atlanta, was on the World Games team, was the center handler, just played an immaculate World Games, had something like 3 turnovers the entire tournament, was really the linchpin of that offense.
Ooh, for sure. Very prestigious.
We'll come back to the LA coaches. I haven't forgotten you. Oh!
Talk.
Throw goes behind. It creates the opportunity for Titcomb to get the block. Looks like there's no call. Tempest gets another shot.
Speaking of end zone reps,
Yeah, this is that time.
Rodenberg.
Oh. You know, maybe I shouldn't have said anything about those end zone reps.
Commentator's curse. Ooh.
Coaches, we need you to practice it more.
Oh.
Oh.
Astra need to get out of his end zone.
Yeah, the thing I appreciate here, though, is like you can see that even though Tempest has had 2 turnovers in a short amount of time, they're still putting on that defensive pressure, right? Everyone is playing tight to create really small windows and making it hard for Astra to move down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And Astra's doing a great job at throwing really precise throws to the receivers when they have a step, and that shows a lot of trust in their teammates.
More discussion. Pre-stall.
Could have been a pick call.
Something like that. Oh, Steph Lim. Good bid.
Steph Lim has amazing handler defense, and you could really see it being showcased there.
Elimelech unloads. Roy.
Oh. Looks like there may be a discussion when Kachung tripped. It looked like it may have tripped up the Astra player.
No call. Take him. Up to Chung.
Chung throws a little too far.
Too far. Weaver. Yikes. Halverson. Unable to corral it. Loreto. You already know that's Rodenberg in the end zone. Come on.
That was a quick release by Loreto to end that point. I think both teams are really relieved that point is over. They can put some of that sloppiness kind of behind them to get to start fresh on this next point. Look at these crowds.
There you go. The lefty. She loves that backhand.
She
even
does.
on the forehand side. If it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, Laura had to throw an inside lefty backhand to be able to, into that really small space. That had to be, you know, have enough float on it for the receiver to be able to get it, but had to be straight.
Yeah.
Because there was that closing Astra defender.
And I think it's like, one thing I like when I'm coaching and stuff, like if it works for you, it works, you know?
And Kawhi with the roller pull.
Like, yeah, forehand is correct, air quotes, but if that's your money shot, why not?
Like last night when Onyx threw a scuba for the win.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Kawhi with great pressure.
I appreciate that Astra's coming out here and still fighting, still like really being aggressive on this point, right? You can see them being decisive in their cuts, finding their space.
Abramovich. Dun 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 dun.
Abramovich is having a game out here.
Mm-hmm. It's a block party. Bend it. Ooh, thinks about it. Good read right there by Stern. Oh.
Bennett's really been working on taking her long shots, and you can see her unloading one of them right there.
Pritchard. Sang.
Astra's really is handler dominant right now, and I think they could use some more support from their cutters downfield.
Anna Kawhi. Abramovich.
Ooh.
That gets away from him. It happens. But the ideas. That's one thing I like to look at is like the idea. Even if it was the bad execution, just the thought process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
That was a great bid.
Unfortunate.
by Weaver.
Unbelievable.
Easy end zone set. Wide to bend it. I think this is where we really see the toll of that game last night in the travel. A lot of these, the Astra's having a hard time generating enough motion from their cutters to be able to get consistent unders. And so it's leaving Astra in a situation where they're either working it through their handlers and playing a lot of small ball, or they're looking to take those deep shots. But those shots aren't necessarily open because the cutters don't have enough separation, because they weren't driving under to create the large separation in that deep space, which is allowing, and the throws are coming off last minute or maybe not as accurate as Astra would like. And so it's putting the Astra offense in a challenging space.
Carte with a great pull. Beautiful loft.
Great distance. That's a 75-yard pull. Nice work.
Ooh.
I think at this point you can see they're kind of back in that spread offense that's working. I think it's working a lot better for Astra. It's creating more space downfield. No, they're back in something that maybe looks like a vert.
Timeout. Timeout. One thing I want to talk a little bit about is like with them playing 2 games in one weekend with such a short season, that's essentially a third of their season already.
Oh yeah.
In 2 days, so that's like maybe like some of these even if they can't close the gap, just like using this pressure moment as like kind of like a practice. Like we still have 2/3 of our season to come, and we have home games coming up. Let's make sure we're ready. And why not use it? Like use this time right now.
And the structure of the Western Ultimate League this year is that the top 4 teams will make it to the championship weekend on May 14th and 15th. And so, Astra's coming out here, and even if they aren't, regardless of the outcome of this game, you're looking for how can I get the wins that I need to be able to make it to championship weekend? Because ultimately, the regular season is to get you to championship weekend and proceeding within that. But then once you're in championship weekend, it's what happens there in that moment.
Yeah.
And so just like you're saying, building on that practice now, if you take your losses now, but you can get the dubs later in the season, that's when it matters.
Yeah, for sure. This inaugural season has been exciting so far. A lot of plays, a lot of highlights.
Tempest uses this opportunity to come out with a junk.
Ooh, Rodenberg over the top, like a leapfrog.
Again, no contact, really intentionally making a safe play. Appreciate that about Rodenberg.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna get a block right here. Back to Rodenberg. Kick him.
Ooh.
Unleash. Chung.
A lot of trust in that receiver.
Oh.
Injury call on the field on Kat Chung. Looks like she may be concerned about hitting her head. And also, looks like there is also a foul call. It's like an uncontested foul call and an injury substitution happening. There's a tight defense by Obara, really putting a lot of pressure. Cassie Wong coming in for Kat Chung.
I don't think there was much like foul play there. It's just like a good play on the disc.
Tempest gets more opportunities to practice that end zone offense.
Goodness. The shimmy shake.
Okay, let's use this opportunity to talk about these Astra coaches. So we got Dan Bellinger, Eric Brock, and Jessica Creamer. Dan is the head coach with Eric and Jessica as the assistant coaches. And, you know, Dan and like this crew of coaches has been around for a really long time. Eric is someone that I know back in DC. We've known each other for over 15 years. I have known him long enough that I know him by the nickname Kazan, which is his East Coast nickname and did not make it out to the West Coast. But Kazan, shout out to you. I'm going to put it on the live stream and maybe it'll come out to the West Coast with you. And yeah, this crew of coaches is, you know, brings a lot of expertise and experience, and I think they, similar to the team, are a great cross section of the LA community, and outside of the LA community, and such a great example of the amazing things you can create when you bring people together.
O'Connor with a good cut. Wilson.
Nice inside.
Astra
Ooh!
knocking on the door, and they say hello to the end zone.
Nice catch by Hani Pajela. Great upline movement. Astra showing they're ready to fight. Still have a lot of talent here.
Whole nother quarter to play.
Oh my gosh, we were almost at the end of the third quarter. How did that happen? We were just starting the half.
Just a blink, you know? That will happen.
We got a couple of Astra fans on this side of the stadium. They're being loud. The half dozen of them.
Yeah.
We got another nice pull. That's a lot of hang time. Oh, and a zone. A true zone.
Lynn and Sue. Go 1-2.
Lynn was formerly Paige Sofer, but recently got married.
Aw.
Everyone's still taking some time to adjust to her new name. Paige Sofer, we see you.
Like transition to person.
Nah, I think they're still in it. Nice over the top finds. Tempest is patient, looking for those open spots.
Jennifer Ricarte. Okay. 19-10 now.
Here we go, Tempest. Looks like a timeout call. Taking an opportunity to regroup. Timeouts in the Western Ultimate League are 60 seconds. And so there are 60 seconds between points, and a timeout is 60 seconds. So we will have 2 minutes here as a short break for teams to talk strategy for what they're going to be doing.
Little breather.
Oh, it's the end. It's not a timeout. It's the end of the quarter.
It's a pseudo timeout.
Ooh, on the screen here, we have our wall of Tempest players with their headshots.
Nice.
I really appreciate the Tempest media staff for doing a phenomenal job putting in a lot of energy to create such high quality social media and promotional media of the players, and spending a lot of time and energy, you know, taking headshots and creating situations to tell the stories of the players.
Look at the swag.
Yeah. Jerseys are fresh.
Come to a game, you could cop some in person. or you can also buy some on SeattleTempest.com.
Participate in this bake sale to help send Garfield nationals, supporting our local communities.
Hmm.
I think that's something that Tempest does really well, to look for opportunities to connect with the local Seattle scene. And so we have Garfield High School that's doing this bake sale today. And you can see, and you can see this, like, the humans that are in the fans. They're not just like young friends, right? Here we have a ton of families. We have parents with their kids.
Hmm.
And this outreach in the community makes a difference and creates a lot of, you know, connection. People who want to come to these games want to do this on their Sunday morning/afternoon.
There's no place I'd rather be.
Our Twitter handles are on the screen. If you have anything you want to say to us, we're all ears.
I'm all thumbs. What is something that you yourself personally uh, feel like you're getting better at as the season goes along?
Well, I personally have been out for most of the season with a back injury.
Mm.
I just got cleared to start scrimmaging last week. And so for me, a lot of it has been about leaning into rehab and really being attentive to, how can I return to play safely instead of being clear to me like, I'm going to play frisbee all day, every day.
Yeah.
Um, but I think Tempest as a whole has really been leaning into how tight our defense can be. This junk that Astra's running is really fun. Looks like a 4-person up front, really trying to clog that space. But now that Tempest gets it through, there's a lot more opportunity. Oh, Astra's able to reset.
Slim.
Ooh, oh, what a bid!
Ooh. Discussion.
That's a really close call there, right? The Astra player clearly touches the disc. The question is whether or not Erickson has possession at the time that number 82, Hanny Pajela, is able to get a hand on that disc. Has Jamie Erickson stopped rotation of the disc, which is the definition of frisbee? Looks like disc stays with Jamie. And server says yes.
Ball don't lie, folks. Ball don't lie.
Lexi Roy with the D there.
Obara swings it around to Weaver. Ellie Melik. Oh.
Ooh.
Brown gets it at Ellie Melik. Unloads it.
Oh.
Weaver.
Oh, come on, Weaver.
Oh. Great run.
I
Change the field.
I feel like if that shot had happened last night, Weaver would have been able to close that space.
And they get it right back. Yeah, with these gas prices,
Ooh.
need more gas. I'm gone.
Looks like we got a good celebration with
It's
the
bananas. BANANAN. That's Audrey Brown with the celebration.
It's a good celebration.
It's very appealing. Some would call that a smoothie.
I really love that the camera's following this. It's so good.
Yes.
Yes. Phenomenal celebration. The fans are eating it up. And they're playing again. Put them back on the field.
$19-11 now.
Brooke Westbrook on the pole. Brooke Woolridge on the pole, sorry.
Decent pull right there by Woolridge. Stern. Working it up the sideline. Gets it off.
Seems like Astra is really leaning into their 4-person cup here.
Oh.
Hannah with that Golty throw over the top.
Of course. Golty goat. Abramovich in the end zone.
From Francis Gellert. We got more celebrations happening on the field.
Give me a dunk, no SB.
Hannah Kawai has always been a thrower that likes to take risks with her throws. Will throw the scuba for the reset, will throw the hammer over the top, will throw those blades, but has such skill and precision that those throws that would be considered risky for other players are very much within her wheelhouse and is part of what makes her repertoire of throwing so threatening as a handler, because she can hit all of those spaces with such accuracy.
And years of playing lead to the confidence to do those things just like it's normal. Back to the field. It's O'Connor. Oh, look at the toe drag. Got it out the mud. Swinging it around. Staying.
Astra's out here fighting. They're back in their vertical stack.
Weaver looking for help. Shot goes up. O'Connor.
Wow.
Two with the chase. But O'Connor brings it down. Punches it in, literally.
O'Connor's fired up.
Yeah.
That's a trust threat from Woolridge. Knows that O'Connor is a strong receiver. Wants to show their stuff in the air. Sue is playing tight defense here. And Connor just absolutely has positioning.
O'Connor was picking up what Woolridge was putting down.
It's fun to see those smiles on those faces of those Astra players.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful pull.
By Guzman. Toe back to Slim. Through the cup to Garrity. All the way around, Rodenberg. One thing I really appreciate is like the veracity of the fakes and the pivots. Especially with this 7 seconds. It makes things happen just like that. Oh my goodness.
This connection from toe to Rodenberg is phenomenal. I think the two of them have connected for, I believe, 3 goals.
At least.
I think it's a strong move for Astra at this point to be playing zone offense or zone defense. I think that it allows. It is attempting to slow down the pace of this Tempest offense that you're talking about. Oh gosh, that's beautiful.
That one had some pepper on it.
Nice work, Laura Toe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a great move for this Astra defense because it allows them to save their legs. You have the cup that's running, but there is less movement in this zone, and it allows them to be able to kind of clog that space, slow down the pace of the offense, and make Tempest throw a lot of passes. And they may not get a turn every time, but they are getting turns out of this 4-person cup, which is advantageous to Astra right now because they got to be able to get those. Got to be able to get those possessions. To go on their own break run.
Oh, O'Connor.
Those insides.
Rifles it in.
Oh.
Weaver. Ah,
Great
swimming.
placement.
Swimming in the end zone. Get your floaties.
That was a great quick possession by Astra. With only 7:31 in this game, they need to make their offensive possessions quick to get themselves back on D to create those opportunities for breaks.
Quick, but not in a hurry.
Still very intentional. Beautiful celebration there.
In the deep end. I see you, son.
You know, this view of the Museum of Pop Culture is really like the way that it reflects the sun here is so phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really popping. Here we go. Back at it. 7:27 left on the clock. Another day in the office for the Tempest.
I appreciate how flexible this Tempest office is. Ooh,
Give me a high five.
this is a great D.
Ooh, risky inside shot.
Those inside shots had been working for the Astra.
Baroma to Kelly.
Another
With
inside
the
shot.
flick. Lynn.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Lynn has such firepower on her forehands. Such a quick release.
This is my favorite songer.
Cat songer, everybody.
I can't get enough of that one. Yeah, that was like normally someone would throw a backhand, but Lynn likes the forehand, so go with the forehand.
But again, her release is so quick. Her ability to get that in step and be able to generate so much power. You know, she's like she's clearly using her rotational torque through her hips to be able to get the force to just put that up in the air for Songer. It's a absolutely in Lynn's wheelhouse.
It's definitely torquing.
Tempest looks well on their way to being able to continue their streak, really showing that they are a dominant force in this Western Ultimate League.
Good pull there by Erickson. Weaver to O'Connor. Heard that before.
O'Connor is so
Oh,
dominant.
Lee with a nice cut to get the under.
Oh, so glad to see Lee back on the field.
O'Connor over to Woolridge.
Does look like Astra is really tightening up their roster.
Over the top,
Oh,
O'Connor.
wow! Brooks putting him up there for O'Connor.
Uh-huh.
That's at least the second time they've connected.
O'Connor's got to be another fantasy pick. Getting you points right now.
I played College Ultimate with O'Connor's sister, and I have such a soft spot for O'Connor. They're such an incredible human. They have so much joy, and it's so fun to watch them grind on the field and hustle for every point. And you know, they're someone that you just really want to cheer for.
For sure.
Even though I'm clearly a little bit biased as a Tempest player.
Oh, yeah.
But this Astra team is out here. They're fighting.
Me, myself, yeah, I'm from Seattle, but I'm just a fan of the game. And any good play, I love to see it.
Astra switching it up here, looking to have some poaches in the lane. Block up the middle of this field to help stop this kind of spread offense that Tempest runs. Ooh!
Kramovich up to Gellert.
Wow.
Gellert to bend it.
Shout outs to Jennifer Norris there, who I think, could have tried to make that play around Francis Gellert, but did also pull up. And I really appreciate again players who have the opportunity to try and make a play, but would have to go through someone who stop up, such that Francis Gellert gets that disc and no contact has been made.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safe choice and it's a responsible choice. So shout out to Astra for continuing, across the board to make those choices.
What a lovely day. We're just out here throwing plastic with our friends. Weaver gets the center.
O'Connor's out there again.
The trio of Wooldridge, O'Connor, and Weaver.
Oh, up to O'Connor. Oh,
Oh,
but
Ricarte.
wow. Oh no.
Yikes.
Oh no, O'Connor looks like they might be hurt. D looked pretty clean, but there may be a call. Hope there's not some sort of injury.
Yeah, just the aftermath.
Looks like just like feet got tangled.
Yeah.
We got a trainer. O'Connor's been such an impactful player. Hope that O'Connor is able to return to the field soon. But they look like they're in pain. Like I said, favorite player, O'Connor, sending you all of my love.
Express delivery.
Looks like the substitution happens. But the D stands, so this will be a Tempest possession.
In comes May Brewis.
Just under 5 minutes remaining. You can see the Tempest downfield cutters trying to get that kind of pre-snap motion.
Oh.
Jennifer with her signature high backhand release.
Cassie Wong. Over to Baroma. I'll just leave this right here.
It's a gift. I appreciate the way that Tempest offense is really attacking down the field, looking to push the pace and take risks.
Baroma, someone from the Seattle youth scene, an organization here in Seattle that really does help with the youth and the leadership development is Age Up.
Age Up.
All Girl Everything Ultimate Program. They are accepting donations, so if you find it in your heart to give back, people like Drea, people like Laura, out here living their dreams, have all come through our program, and yeah, we're just out here. Look us up.
And you work with Age Up, yeah?
Yes.
You want to tell us more about the work that Age Up does?
Yeah, so we do youth leadership development with a focus on social justice. And we talk about all the isms with the kids. We pair that with the community of Ultimate and how it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't even feel like a job. I get to do what I love, and I appreciate it.
Gina Tickham's form on her pulls is really incredible. It's so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a player to study, if you're looking to grow as a puller, study Tina's form on her pulls. Brooke is shooting out here.
Good read right there. Like a bestseller. Lee. Lee has that quick twitch.
Yeah. This Astra offense will really benefit from having Lee back on the field. She early in the game was such a driver of their success. It's really great to see her back.
That was like a fadeaway forehand. Uh, Unsuccessful.
Yeah, coming out of this game, if I were the Astra coaches, I think I would. Oh, what a rip by Erickson. Two Astra
Oh,
defenders.
Rodenberg box out.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow!
Was it up?
Think conversation was a disc up or not? Looks like the observers are going to have a discussion before making a call.
Can we see a replay maybe?
Contested observer saying it's contested coming to me. They're saying it goes back to the thrower. That it was too close to call on whether or not it was up or down.
Here we
Let's take a
go.
look.
Rodenberg gets the double box out,
Oh,
but out of nowhere. Oh, I don't know.
that's
It's hard to tell.
it's hard to tell. It looks like Kat goes down with her left hand, but switches to her right and then back to
Yeah,
her left.
but then somewhere in there the ground was involved, so
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to tell. Maybe going back is the right thing.
It's one of the things that I appreciate at Ultimate is, this ability to kind of have the do-over when you're not quite sure what is quote unquote the right thing.
Hmm.
It's really, and I know in Age Up you use, these kinds of conversations to help talk about conflict resolution. Um,
Oh, Slim with no mark. China, power position, shoots it.
Jamie Erickson is a great deep
Erickson
receiver.
strides it out.
Great touch and placement on that 50-yard throw from Tina from a standstill.
Hmm.
That same form that Titcomb uses for those exceptional pulls, work on that back end, give her that ability to have that touch and precision.
Ooh, let it rip.
Yeah, just
Erickson goes from throwing the goal to catching the goal.
yeah. Yeah, coming out of this game for this Astra team, looking forward to the rest of the season. I think that they are they're playing they're taking a lot of shots, and I think that execution for them is going to be critical for the outcome of their subsequent games.
Hannah Kawhi on the pull.
Hannah likes those rollers.
No sushi.
Oh!
Come on. With some wasabi.
Nice to see by Hannah Kawhi there.
Yeah. Over to another Kawhi. Stern. Gellert gets it through traffic. Up to Bendit.
Astra's back to the person defense here. Oh, nice inside.
Abramovich tries to toe, but too far out.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, throw open, go open. Hannah Kawhi. Hannah Kawhi not.
It's fun to see Abby Abramovich flexing into the handler space. Abby has spent most of their career as a cutter, and for Tempest, they've started doing some handling. And I think that in that end zone set, they're able to really be effective to move the ball to that reset, get it back in the middle of the field. Trying to get back in the middle of the field and be able to throw that up line with touch and space for Hannah Kawhi to go get that. Talking about growth, I think that that's definitely a place for players to be growing in this game of players who have traditionally been cutters, learning how to kind of expand their wheelhouse to be handlers. Players who have traditionally been handlers being able to expand their wheelhouse to push downfield and be cutters. especially as players are looking to hit that top level of their game and trying out for national teams.
Mm.
Really, the key to making national teams these days has been to be a flex player and to be able to play offense and defense, to be able to handle and to cut. On national teams, there aren't a whole lot of space for players who are sort of specialists in a specific position.
Yeah, the bigger your wheelhouse, the more you can roll.
Tempest coming out with a zone junk here.
Minute 30 remaining.
This is a strong strategic play from Tempest to slow down this Astra offense that's been taking a lot of deep shots and kind of try and run out the end of this clock. Oh,
Dang.
great play by, great effort by Felicia Yang.
Oh.
A minute remaining. You know, name of the game here for Tempest is just to run out this clock. And his zone is a really effective way to keep doing that. Oh.
Yikes. Tempest don't need to score. As this game winds down, we'll take
Ooh.
it anyway, though. As this game winds down, I just want to again thanks everybody for tuning in. One thing I wanted to say before I got off the broadcast was like give people some leeway. This is the first year of the league. I know everybody wants everything to be perfect, but things happen in the moment, and like a broadcast crew, first time out, like stuff get thrown at them. Like, okay, yeah, you're mad you didn't get to see the end of the game. I'm talking about the game yesterday in Portland. I saw a lot of people mad about the product, but like this is the first season. That was literally their first game, so give them some time to get better. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, and as we're here between points, just shout out to all of the Tempest sponsors, to Portage Bay, to the Duwamish Tribe, to GBK Compass, and Benjamin Chotzen. You know, like, this product is, and to Breakmark, who is the Western Ultimate League sponsor. Oh, nice bid by Chickhome.
Oh,
Oh,
back to back.
you know, this product is possible because of the sponsorship. So thank you so much for that. So much for what you provide for Tempest and for the Western Ultimate League.
Mm.
That's a fun shot. Oh,
Wow.
and great effort by Dina.
14 seconds left. People still laying it all out there like a clothes rack.
Tempest is clearly very aware of the clock at this point in time. All they need to do is to be able to maintain possession.
Looks like one pass. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Looks like Lexi got pretty well tripped there. Give a stoppage of play to ensure she's okay. Ooh. Injury sub for Lexi Garrity there. Francis Gellert coming in.
Last seconds. Yeah, again, Teacher Appreciation Night. Shout out to all the teachers. Keep doing it. Your job is amazing. We love you.
So just want to point out that even on the score, it said that we were out of time. On the stream, there's the end of the quarter. The clock on the stream got a little bit messed up, but according to the clock in the stadium, that possession, the Astra did have an opportunity for that last possession. But we had a quick turn there.
Yeah.
Tempest win!
Tempest take the home W. Yeah, what are you looking forward to in the next coming weeks?
I'm looking forward to being on the field myself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to get back on this field. It has been so hard to be sidelined these first 3 games and watching my teammates ball out and just like wanting to be out there. So I am excited to play at this April 16th home game, which will be Tempest's last home game to finally get the chance to take the field this season. So personally, that's something I'm really excited for. Uh,
Yeah, I just want to thank you for hopping up here, last second replacement. But yeah,
what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to what I'm about to eat for lunch. Uh, yeah, this is a early game. I kind of like the early games because then you got the rest of your day. But yeah, again, I'm Zigno Zag, Anthony Ziegler.
And I'm Charlie Mercer.
Thanks for tuning in.
And thank you so much for Astra for this really hard fought and really fun game to watch. You can tell there's a lot of heart, a lot of skill, and a lot of effort being put forth all the way to the end.
So next for the Astra is April 9th. They take on the Wild at home. So they get a chance to see what it's like to play a home game. And what's next for the Tempest is
April 16th, we play against the San Francisco Falcons in our last home game here at Memorial Stadium.
whew. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up like a burrito, and we're out of here. Y'all enjoy your day.
Much love.